If you want to lose weight, if you want to be slim, then first you need to know what makes you gain weight in the first place. What makes you overweight or fat? To look at that, I thought it was quite important to have a look at how sumo wrestlers become so large. It's their career to do it. Because if you can understand, these are very small men naturally. Genetically, they're tiny, but they become humongous. They weigh sometimes more than 150 kilograms per guy. But these guys naturally would weigh about 60, so they are more than double their weight. So why is it that they manage to get so big? What habits, what routines do they do? What can we learn from their approaches so that we can know how to lose weight in our lives? So here's some of the things that I found that sumo wrestlers do on a daily basis which leads them to gaining a tremendous amount of weight. The first thing is they skip breakfast. Now, I don't know about you, but they think that skipping breakfast means that when they eat, they're going to store more fat. So they skip breakfast. And the second thing, after not eating anything, is they exercise. They have no nutrients. They've just slept the whole night, so they didn't have their breakfast in the morning, which basically means break fast. So they're still fasting, and then they exercise. The third thing is they then eat a very large meal at lunch, but that goes hand in hand with the fourth thing, and that is they eat a large lunch in a social environment, so they eat it with a lot of other people, which statistically means they're likely to eat 44% more food because of just eating it with other people present. After that, the last thing they do is they eat very late into the evening. So, going over it again, they sleep and then they do not eat in the morning. They exercise and have a massive lunch with a lot of people around them. They then eat a very large meal very late into the evening, times when their body does not want to eat. These processes lead them to be able to gain weight more than most other people. Now, what's interesting is when I record how people eat and the habits they go through, very often what do I hear? I hear they don't have breakfast. I hear they do eat in social scenarios and social environments, so they go to McDonald's or they have meals with their colleagues, and they eat very late at night when they get back from work. The thing is, these people are eating very healthy meals, so they often can't understand why they're gaining so much weight. And here's the key. If you have breakfast, if you have lunch, and if you have dinner, and you have it in daylight, and you have it when no one else is present, your body can digest it more effectively. It can extract the nutrients and break it down more effectively. And also, it's very important, your body doesn't activate what's known as a survival nutritional response. Basically, if your body hasn't eaten for 10 hours or so, then it might think, hold on, what's going on here? Is this a famine? Am I supposed to be starving? And as a result, when the food comes into your body, it activates certain enzymes to store more fat. So this means you can eat the same amount of calories, but unless you have, for example, breakfast, your body is going to store those calories as fat around your body, turning you into the sumo wrestler. Okay, so what do you do about this? How do we avoid looking like a sumo wrestler? Because unlike them, we actually want to look slim and sexy, right? So the first thing you do, you eat breakfast by yourself. You eat a large amount of breakfast, or however much you can handle, but you try to vary as much as possible. The second thing you do is you eat lunch by yourself. If you are in environments of other people, try just to sit, breathe quite calmly, not to talk too much, and to focus on your food. Focus on how it tastes, focus on chewing it until it's a paste, and really focus on buying food that you enjoy. And the third thing, don't eat late. So what you should do is try to eat before 7 p.m. at night. Optimal between 5 and 6. I know you work, so I don't want to be unrealistic here, but try to do it between 5 or 6, and this will help your body to A, not activate a survival response, which will make you gain more weight than you need to, and B, help you to utilize more nutrients from the food you're eating. So really the results of this means that you're going to become slimmer and sexier by just changing those small facts. Because really, apart from a sumo wrestler, who wants to be as big as those guys?